Hello princesses! Today I'm going to be talking about the CandyDoll Cheek Colour Duo Blushes. I have all 4 shades in their collection and I was really interested by these because they have a highlighter on the top and a blush shade on the bottom. They also have super cute packaging, so how could I resist? The product description says, new series of CandyDoll cheek colour combined with highlighter produced by Japanese pop teen popular model Miss Tsubasa Masuoka and Dakota Rose. Highlight areas and add brightness to the areas that sharpen up your features. Contains moisturising ingredients such as hyaluronic acid, jojoba oil and olive oil. These blushes come housed in beautiful pink packaging. I love the engraving around the window and I like that you can see the colours while the compact is closed. These are also quite slim, so it's really easy to store them and travel with them. The highlighter shades are very subtle and glittery rather than being intense and metallic like most Western highlighters are. The blush colours are gorgeous too. They are still quite subtle but can be built up without looking chalky. Rose Pink has a pale pink highlighter shade with a vibrant pink blush shade. I adore the blush shade in Rose Pink. It's really vibrant on my skin and it doesn't look too fake. I only need one application of this shade for a cute flush of colour. I actually use the highlighter shade as a blush too because it looks too dark to be a highlight for me. The light pink is very subtle, but since it's not too shimmery, it still works well as a blush. However, I don't particularly like using this highlighter shade as a highlight. It makes my cheekbones look pink, which is not really the look I was going for. This was the first shade I ever owned and I still love it. This shade is the most versatile for me as it has 2 blush shades, so I usually take it travelling with me. Candy Pink has a white glittery highlight and a strawberry pink blush shade. This blush shade is the least pigmented and does require 2 layers to get a nice blush, but this is a nice natural shade for my skin too. I quite like the highlight shade in this duo too. It gives me a really nice sheen that looks natural enough for me to wear it. I'm not a huge fan of the really intense highlights, but if you are, these are probably not the products for you. So it's safe to say that this is another one of my favourites. Pink Flamingo has a gold highlighter with a beautiful warm-toned orange blush shade. This is the most natural blush shade for my complexion and it looks really nice. It is a little bit strange because I can see the highlighter best on my arm swatches, but I can barely see it on my face unless I really pile it on. And even then, I can only really see a little bit of gold shimmer. But overall, I still like this duo. It's much more natural for me in comparison to some of the other shades. Strawberry Pink has a lavender tinted highlight and a fuchsia pink blush shade. The blush shade in Strawberry Pink is the most pigmented shade out of the 4. It's really easy to go overboard with this shade and it sometimes can look a little bit clownish on me. The highlighter shade is super subtle, but you can still see a little bit of shimmer. As long as I use a light hand, this shade looks lovely on my skin. Blushes are so cute and I have to say that they are probably one of the first products that I grab when I'm going travelling because they have a highlighter and a blush shade and it's just a lot smaller than a lot of my other compacts are, so they're a lot easier to travel with because it is a 2-in-1 product. I actually don't mind that these don't have mirrors because it makes them a lot more lightweight and small, plus everything else I have has mirror in it anyway, so it does not bother me whatsoever. So I love that these have gorgeous functional packaging. The packaging is super slim, so it's really easy to travel with them. There is a great colour range for the blushes as well as the highlighters, and they're easy to apply and it's really easy to build up the colour if you want to. I don't love that the colours and especially the highlights are quite subtle, but since highlighting is such a big trend at the moment, I know a lot of people aren't going to be happy with how subtle they are, so if you don't like subtle highlighters then you will not like these. But in general, I really adore these duos. I just find them so handy for travelling, and there's only 4 colours in the collection as well, so it allowed me to complete the collection of blushes and highlighters without feeling like I'm overwhelmed by so many blushes that are all really similar shades of the same thing, because it can be quite difficult if you do a collection of blushes that has 12 shades to actually get shades that look different. So I feel like 4 is quite a nice range. And you've also got the cool tones, warm tones, the natural colours, and the same with the highlighters. You've got your white highlighter, the gold, you've got the really like cool toned one, and then there's also a pink highlighter as well. Don't really use the pink one as a highlighter like I said, but it does make a great blush for fair skin too. In general in Asia, intense highlighting just isn't really a big trend. Yep, some people will still do it, that's totally cool, but for the general population they tend to prefer more subtle, dewy sort of glows, and that is what this product provides, so I am more of a fan of that than I am of the intense highlighting. But these have great shade ranges, they're really small and compact, which is great for travel, and they are a 2-in-1 product, which I absolutely love, so these are some of my favourite blushes as well. So I would recommend the CandyDoll Cheek Colour Duo Blushes for any princesses who are looking for a 2-in-1 highlighter and blush duo that has super cute packaging and are really easy to travel with. Thank you so much for watching this review, and I'll see you next time. Bye!